Alright, y'all, back with another one here. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of scouting here. I'm walking this piece and I got quite a bit of time today. Kind of check it out. I've been on it quite a few different times, but today our main goal is just to find some, we're listening for some turkeys, and I just want to find some maybe mid-season bow spots. I'm seeing a bunch of squirrels already, so that's pretty cool. If a man wanted a small game hunt, he could come in here and kill a mess of them, no problem. But looks like this little area, looks like they've been putting some work in these road beds here, close up to the trailhead. So I've always wanted to kind of explore this a little further, and I figured we've had a little bit of rain the past couple days, and figured we'd get out and maybe try to find us some sheds while the leaves are still wet and they'll be popping out at us. So I'm seeing a bunch of tracks in this road bed. Found a bunch of feed trees in here back in October of last year. We're just gonna see what we can find today. So I'm already finding a ton of old rubs and some that are still looking kind of fresh. It is right at the end of February. Should be dropping their antlers any day now. And I'm just on this I was following this rub line out, and I come across this scrape. It don't look fresh, but it looks, within the last month maybe. So I definitely think that we have spells of post-rut activity. I think that just goes to show you. Alright, y'all. First one of the year right here, baby. I seen it in the binoculars. She's a little bit chewed up though. That's a good little buck though. I'm gonna hang on to that. That's pretty dang cool, man. That pays to keep your binoculars on you when you're scouting, because I love when it's wet, because these things, they stick out like a sore thumb. But I'm sure that was probably a good little 6 or 8 point right there. So that's cool, man. That makes me happy. I think I'm gonna walk this in like grid or a big old circle, and I'm gonna work my way back out. That is cool, man. I was praying to the Lord today. I was having a talk with him when I was walking through these woods, and I was like, Lord, wherever you send me today, just teach me something. Let me find you out here. And sure enough, he always provides. He's always listening. So I just want to thank him for that one that we found. Hopefully, if I don't find another one today, it'll be completely worth it. I was about 20 yards over it, probably 25 yards, and something caught my eye. I threw the binoculars on it. So I don't know if you can hear it or not, but there's a hoot owl hollering back on this ridge. There he was. This is kind of the sign right here that I was hoping on finding. That is a really good size rub. Most of the ones that I've been finding are stuff like this, where it's like 1/2 inch in diameter. That's a good 2.5, 3 inches. I'd say probably 2.5. That joker's huge. And it's right in all this laurel. It's an edge. It drops straight off into a creek. And on the other side is pines that transition into hardwood. So if you think about it, he's really got to come right down this trail. And he probably gets on this top of this mountain or hill and can look down at all of that when the wind's right. Found another scrape. This one's got droppings in it. Down in this slough, I come across this little creek. And it definitely, I got a squirrel squawking at me is just walking about 10 yards and slowly looking around. Just it seems like most of the sign that I'm seeing today, I'm seeing it everywhere, which is good, but a lot of what I'm seeing sign from is right along this laurel or this edge of it. So coming into this creek bottom, it's kind of rocky. Little rub right there. Ooh, about lost my balance. Ooh. That was deeper than it looked. I don't know, but this right here looks like a great spot to sit down and eat our lunch. I'll set y'all up right here. Brought my steak sandwich today. Can't forget your nabs. It's pretty good, not gonna lie. I've kind of had a thought all morning. I've been thinking about it, and that is, I think sometimes we as humans that we live our lives and we just get too busy. And sometimes we put God on the back burner, things and not mean to. And the woods has always been a place for me to come and reset. It gives me exactly what I need. Being in the woods is some of the closest I feel to God. And my point is, that might not be the same for everybody, but sometimes you gotta set everything else that's going on in your life. You gotta set it aside and just go and seek Him. He's there for you to go to. And it really does help if you bring it to Him. That's what I'm saying. I know there's things that need to be done at home, but sometimes you just gotta get out here and reset. Alright, now let's see if we can cross this sucker without absolutely busting our butt here. There we go. Alright, y'all, so I'm up on top now, and I've hit this old road bed. I'm seeing some old good, that's the work pass sign. We got a rub here, and I had a pretty big size scrape in the middle of the road back there. Not 10 foot over from this one rub. We got another one. So this road bed could very well be a good, it's up here on top. So I can easily see that being a good travel corridor for bucks during the rut or pre-rut when they're checking these scrapes, running road beds and stuff. Looks like we got a little bit of scratching. Looks like it's been a little bit old, but definitely come through here. Scratched around at some point. That's what I really wanted to see today. Some turkey signs. I haven't heard any. I didn't think that I would, but that's the first snare. Maybe they were scratching up under that log and get some birds or something. Alright, y'all, so that's gonna wrap it up for this one. We ended up finding just one today, but hey, I'll take it. We're almost here back at the truck, and I'm gonna go ahead and get on out of here, try to get back to the house and get some things done today. But I just wanted to share with y'all the realities of shed hunting down here. But just to give you an idea, my Onyx tracker, I covered about 3.4 miles. It'd be about 3.5 once I get back to the truck though, but 3.4 miles, and we were right at 4 hours and 30 minutes. We put in some miles on the boots today, found a lot of turkey scratching, a lot of good deer signs. So if you ask me, that's mission accomplished in my book. I'm just thankful to be out in God's creation, and I appreciate y'all stopping by. And if you like this, consider subscribing. And y'all stay safe out there. I'll catch you next time.